Kitchen garden allotments.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Dan's Kitchen Garden Allotment. Just before this video starts, please go along and hit that subscribe button to come along and join the family. So guys, let's get this video started. So then guys, this video is going to have two stages to it. The first part is, unfortunately, the allotment has been attacked again, and I'll bring you along and show you what's happened there. And also we're going to have a look at the garden to see the progress, what I've done in the last 3 weeks trying to beat the rain. So let's get to the first topic of the allotment being attacked again. And for them subscribers who haven't followed my channel for that long, but for the past year or so, we've been having current little problems at the allotment. The first problem was the shed got broken into. I'll just play a little bit of that video now. To my shed, and as I go to my shed, I've noticed this damage here. So I was wondering what the hell's going on. So I've gone to look down, and as I've looked down, I have seen this on the floor. Which I know was in that shed, the little side shed and the little tool shed. And as you can see, some little beep has broken into my shed. My little shed. So I used something to try and force this off. There's all marks up here. I haven't actually looked in this shed yet. I will have a look in a second. But the cheek of it, the camera is right there. This is my shed set up. So as you can see, the shed got completely smashed into, and I did get the strimmer stolen and a spade and a few other bits and pieces, but that's not the point of having things still stolen from the allotment. Yes, I do get comments on the videos saying do not store things in your sheds or your greenhouses, stuff like that at the allotment. But the only thing is, I cycle and I like to go down the allotment after work, so I like to know where my tools are. But they were nothing expensive. The thing is, what pissed me off the most is someone took the liberty and broke into the shed at that period. And then we had the pumpkins got smashed at the allotment. Yes, the pumpkins, if it's mainly what the channel's about, and I've grown quite a few big pumpkins every year, and last year unfortunately they got all smashed up. I'll play the part of the video now in this video where my pumpkins were placed, and you see from the last video that I managed to take 2 of the biggest pumpkins, which it left 3 pumpkins, which one of them has completely disappeared. One of them has completely disappeared, and if you notice, it was just left just in the middle, just down here, and it's completely gone. I don't know what's happened to it. And there was another one just here as well, which, as you can see, there's a couple of hours before the picture was sent to me, as I couldn't get up here, and that is down on the plot, just chucked at the end here. So what I'll do is I'll put a picture in now of what's happened, how I come up exactly to the allotment before I chucked the pumpkins to the side there. So then, as you see, the pumpkins got smashed up. Yes, a pain in the bloody bum. They take ages to grow, and this was kids. This act was kids, and I have had video footage of the kids who put it in. It's seen on my video. If you go into the top video that's seen on my channel, you will see that video. But the other day, I finished work at 7 o'clock. I decided to go down the allotment, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you Dan in the past, and he can explain what's happened at the allotment this time. So then guys, just before I start the gardening update, yes, the start of this video is going to be a bit of a rant and a bit of a piss off, but I'm not going to let it get me down, and I'm not going to let it get me pissed off, because of it's happened so many times now, and I'm just getting over it now and just get on with it. But I come down to the allotment. Today is Friday. It's probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I've just finished work, and this is what I've turned up with on my shed. If I turn the camera around, as you can see, looks like we've had the kids up and they've had a bit of fun at the allotment again. And as I walked around my shed, it looks like they found a tin of spray can, which is absolutely crazy. They didn't do much damage to the shed, but what has pissed me off the most is, I'll just flip the camera around. What has pissed me off the most is I thought I would catch them on one of my CCTV cameras. I probably caught them on one, but they obviously knew where the other one was, and as you can see, they've sprayed the bloody thing, so he knew it was there. I'll just check. It was actually snapped off of the post, so there's not much I can do there. All I'm doing now, guys, is just checking to see. No, they've actually had the SD card out of it too, so they knew where that camera was, but hopefully I've got them on the other camera. If there is any update with this, some people have told me to contact the police. They have their own photograph and tagging and stuff like that. I think they call it tagging. So I'm going to probably do that, and I'll probably let you know what's going on in not too far distance. But I'm going to try and clean this up. I haven't got no paint on me. I don't really like the look of it on my allotment, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a clean, and there'll probably be an update coming soon. So I'm going to send you back to Dan in the garden. So then, as you see, some little sods have graffitied the shed. At least I didn't break into that, it just graffitied it, and they destroyed the camera. Unfortunately, the other camera I have set up on that allotment doesn't head towards that way. The one they damaged was the camera that was facing towards the shed. And even worse for me is, because I like to rotate my cameras, I like to move them around. I didn't move them this month due to the rain, so whoever it was, they knew where the camera was straight away. Originally I thought it was kids, and then I had a picture sent to me by one of the other allotmenteers who said there was a 25-year-old bloke cycling around on the allotment, and it looks like it was this person. So all I can do is I've contacted the local council. I've sent them a picture of, I think they call it tagging, or whatever it's called, tagging, and they recognise the tag from my local area of being around the area. So it's someone who's doing graffiti around the area. So there's not much else I can actually do on that case. But as I'm recording this video, I actually went up yesterday and just painted over it with a bit of old brown paint I had in the greenhouse, in the shed. So yes, I am mad it happened, but to me, the shed's being moved anyway, and eventually I'll want to paint it. It's just a tag that I don't like. So then, guys, that's the rant over. Let me know in the comments below if your shed has been broken into, or if your allotments have been attacked by anything like this. For some reason, I actually think it's maybe they've seen me recording from the park and they're just getting curious and coming over. So there will be an update video coming out of the council's prevention of stopping kids coming into the allotment. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to continue and take you out into the garden and show you the improvements in the garden to see what I've done in the garden. So let's go and have a look. So then, guys, as you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day today. Unfortunately, for the last 3 weeks we've had nothing but rain. We've only had a couple of dry days, and that's when I've managed to do the bit that I will show you in a minute. But as we move down, this is where we normally have the old spare butternut squash and pumpkins, but this year it's just been used as a pile of rubbish waiting for a skip. So this is going to be one of the last projects of the year, and that is to revamp the whole part of this. So a brand new greenhouse. We're going to have an engine along here with some beautiful fruit trees. So that will be coming towards the autumn time of the year. And as I move down to the greenhouse, and as you can see, I've just got some leftover plants here. They're just spares, just in case I need any more down the greenhouse. We've managed to harvest the garlic. They're just drying out in the greenhouse nicely. We've got quite a good crop of garlic this year. Not so big, but they're going to last us the year. And as we move into the greenhouse, you'll see I'm inundated with peppers. All different types of peppers and that. And the reason why I've got this many peppers is because I popped into home base and they were getting rid of them for 10p each, and they were all drowsy and miserable and they needed to go out in the bin. So I decided to bring them home and decided to plant them out, and they seem to be doing absolutely fantastic in the shed, in the greenhouse. As you can see, we're getting some beauties here, and I'll bring you along when it's time to crop these. Look at that, beautiful. These will be red, and I've got yellow here, and I've also got another yellow here. We've got a few lettuce leaves at the top there. What I will be doing, what I'll just be taking cuts from whenever we need it in the kitchen. The cucumber's quite slow this year for some reason. It's just taking its time. I think it's all down to the wet and cold weather we've had lately. And the tomatoes have just decided to take off now. And as you can see, we got some nice green tomatoes. These are moneymaker tomatoes. So we're going to have some nice tomatoes in the greenhouse as well. So let's head out. So then, not much has changed around here. Unfortunately, the late cold weather we had ended up killing my clematis, so I've had to remove that. But what me and my wife have decided to do is we're going to put like a pergola here, and we're going to have a jacuzzi underneath. So that will be the next project. So this next section is what I've been working on for the last 2 to 3 days, just to try and get done. What I'm going to do is put a little picture in now of what it looked like 3 weeks ago. And as you can see there is quite a difference. So this is what I have been doing, paving. I've got a little bit more to do. I'm going to have a little barbecue section here. I'm going to eventually put a sunshade up the top here because it's like a sun trap in here. But I've managed to do the slabs. I didn't film the slabs, and the reason why is because it's the first time I've ever done it myself. All I have to do is the back along here, a couple of cuts along this bit, and that is a nice slabbed area so we can relax. So then guys, that ain't too bad for about 3 days work, I don't think. So then guys, as I said in the video, the last video of the garden update was about 3 weeks ago. The time we've got the materials here, because of concrete at the moment, is an absolute nightmare to get hold of. It took a good 2 or 3 weeks, and the time it's for the ground to dry and me to do a concrete base and stuff like that, it's taken about a good 3 to 4 days solid to be putting this. On Saturday I was walking out of I walked out of the garden. My God, my back was in so much pain, but it's down now and hopefully it's going to stay there. So then the next progress job will be to start heading up towards the end of the garden and making that flower bed border bigger, and then putting up a pergola, which I will bring you along and show you that part of the video. So then guys, as you've seen, the allotment has been attacked again, but that's past history now. And hopefully the allotment's going to be a little bit more protected with the more people at the allotment this time of year. So I'm thinking about getting some more surveillance and bits and pieces I can do at the allotment to protect it a little bit better. So there guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're watching this video and you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button to come along and join the family. We're near enough getting close to 1,000 subscribers, so please go along and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget guys, we have other social medias. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so go along to them. Them links will be in the description box below. So until the next video, I'll catch you later.